I'm about to be a menace.
On IMDb.
That would be good. That would be good.
On IMDb, Amir Parsanazemi says the Barbie movie is politics ruining an already weak plot. Could have genuinely been a fun and cheerful movie, except the feminist speeches and the cliche attempts at forcing political ideologies in a movie with a young target audience. Also, every man in it is portrayed either as a bigot or a loser. Truly disgusting. I don't see how teaching young girls that the world is pitched against them, encouraging them to lure men and put them against each other in order to take away their powers, and generally showing men as dumb and gullible is going to help us in this society, except to polarize us even further as we decay and watch our societies crumble. Truly disappointed. Signed, Tucker Carlson. A bigot or a loser. Andy, you're both.
Hey.
Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are the It Girls, and we ain't playing tag, the Royds.
Very good.
And we're here to talk the Barbie movie from the year of our Megazord 2023.
Hey. Hot and fresh. Coming hot and fresh at you.
Yeah, we're talking hot in this movie, baby.
Oh, shit. We have a special guest today, and they are the love of my life, forever and always, and it is Robbie. How you doing?
Ooh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm just joshing. It's Alexis. It's my wife.
Hi, I almost teared up and then you said something stupid per usual. So.
That's me.
Good one, you got me.
You are my rock.
Thank you.
My Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Very good. Very good. Got any more? Get them out of your system now.
Derek The Rock Stevenson.
Perfect. I'm happy to be here with you two knobs.
It's pronounced knobs. There's a K at the beginning.
It's actually pronounced Rob.
Ooh, yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. Now, Alexis, it surprised me that you wanted to do the Barbie movie, since we're just going to rank the Barbies from least to most doable.
I'm gonna drive to New York and beat you to death.
All right.
That's not the first time that's been said on this podcast.
Okay. Least doable.
Very good.
Quit.
And for obvious reasons.
Oh, boy.
No, stop. No.
All right, so
that's it. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for having me. This has been great.
So Alexis and I, we obviously saw this together.
Yeah.
And I found that there was a lot of children in the theater.
Yeah, and that was a legal problem for you, right?
So, like, do you think that this is a kid-friendly movie?
Yeah.
I think it was like kid friendly. I don't think the targeted audience was kids though. I think it was like millennial women who had a different, deeper, nostalgic connection with Barbie. That's who I think the audience was.
I think if I were a kid and I saw this, I'd be bored.
Well, so in that opening scene, and we're going to talk about that real quick because it ties into what you were saying. The Space Odyssey parody is. My theater was also a lot of kids, and they did not get that at all.
No, it was brilliant, though. I loved it.
Oh, yeah, it was great. I was laughing my wiener off. It was just flopping around in the aisle, because I was like...
like a fish on the shore.
Yep, it was just flopping and plopping. But the kids in the audience did not get that at all, and it was mostly kids.
Guys, I did not know that was a parody of anything.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's 2001 A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
I straight up was like, whoa, cool, giant Barbie. Slay. Step on me, mommy. Like, I was like, cool.
Excellent.
Very good.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Now,
Right.
Alexis, is it okay if we ask you some questions? We're going to grill you.
Yeah, I'll probably have a panic attack, but let's go.
Uh-oh.
That's good. Andy, I got 4 questions for Alexis because I have never met her before.
That is simply untrue.
No.
But
We're strangers.
Alexis is just an e-girl, actually.
got to selling that bathwater.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
All right. I'll have 4 as well. You go first, Robbie.
All right.
8 questions? Jeez.
Yeah. And you better get these right.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Alexis, what was your experience with Barbie as a little girl? Did you play with Barbies?
I sure did. I had an entire, like, you know, those big blue bins. I had a full one of those, full to the brim with Barbie and accessories and all that stuff. And I played with them for hours a day.
So you were a Barbie girl.
I absolutely was a Barbie girl.
And at times you would go into a Barbie world.
Totes.
Excellent.
Next.
Okay.
I'm doing this like a
Shoot,
lawyer
Robbie.
today, or an interrogator.
Very
Yeah,
good.
no, this feels very intense.
All right. What would you say your 3 favorite movies are?
Ugh, this changes every time you ask me this question, but I think it's Hunt for the Wilder People.
I think it's Hunt for the Red October.
Oh boy.
I think you got that wrong.
Legally
Based on the Tom
Blonde.
Clancy book.
Excuse me, I'm talking.
And I'm
Did you not invite me
interrupting.
here? Did you not invite me here?
Oh boy.
Legally Blonde and Miss Congeniality. But I did say after seeing the Barbie movie that I might add this into like my top 10. I really, really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yes.
Alexis, who would you say are your favorite singers?
Haley Williams, Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand and who?
Very good.
Once again, I'm on my way to New York, Rob. I'm on my way. And I think like Bruce Dickinson and Dio are matched.
Ronald James Donald.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Okay. Alexis,
So
I was gonna ask what are your 3 favorite singers. So
Hey, Andy, fuck you.
yeah.
Rick, brother.
Okay. What would you say is
Oh boy. It's really really digging in.
I'm smelling burnt toast.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite musical artists are? Top 3.
Oh, Paramore, Brand New, and the Royds.
Oh, good answers.
Guys, they
Yeah.
were leaning in so close to the camera.
Yeah.
If I didn't say the Royds, I would have been killed.
For sure. And 7 years ago.
And one of us is already in your house.
It's me.
Scary, spooky.
Alexis,
So,
in your opinion, what is the sexiest type of turtle?
the ninja type.
Very good. Very good.
So you heard it here first, folks. Alexis likes teenagers.
Oh, I knew it! As soon as I
Oh,
said it, I knew it! Gosh!
Why don't you have a seat here? What were you planning on doing with Leonardo?
Nice.
Sparring.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Thanks, friend.
That trailer was pretty cool.
I agree.
I'm pretty hyped for that. Okay, Alexis.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the greatest man you've ever known?
My closest male relationship is with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
That's news to me.
I'm just kidding. You, babe.
No shit.
Andrew, that'd be you.
Just needed to stroke the ego a little bit.
Yeah, I see that. He really needed it too.
I really needed it.
I understand. Now, Alexis, after your answer to my previous questions, this may hit a little close to home.
Oh, God, I'm scared.
But would you rather be a registered sex offender or in prison for the rest of your life?
In prison for the rest of my life.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
Okay.
I could go to jail for something that isn't being a sex offender, which is what I would prefer.
But you're never getting out.
That's fine.
And I didn't say what.
I'll finally get to scissor me timbers all day, you know?
And I just want to stress, you are in prison for beating an elderly person to death. So they're not going to treat you kindly in there.
I mean, that's fine. They lived a long life already. They're elderly.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that checks out. All right, here's my final question.
Here we go.
I'm going to create a scenario. We're in a diner, right? And you've been asked about this scenario several times in real life. We're in a diner. Let's say it's like the size of Lighthouse Diner.
Okay.
Yeah, that we used to go to.
Yeah, everyone listening definitely understands what that means.
Oh, it's a local reference.
That's being censored because it's free publicity.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't say where.
Unless they want to sponsor the podcast.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway, we're at Lighthouse.
Andy,
Okay.
speak Greek to them. Fuck them in the ass.
Okay. Beep. I'm putting this. I gotta go. Okay.
All right, so we're in.
Diner. Nobody's getting fucked in the ass. What's happening?
Okay. Well, let me finish the question. Okay, so we're in a diner. Let's say it's half full, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a wide range of ages. Let's say there's some kids, there's some older people, and then there's some people maybe around our age, and they all want us dead.
You and I.
Do you think? Yeah, the two of us.
Oh.
Do you think that we could fight them off? And if so, or if not, how many of them are we taking out?
That's the worst question.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's really bad. It's very vague. There's no real context.
Well, think of the real.
When we're in the diner and you ask me this question, I can view the people around.
Can I step in real quick?
Yes.
Or sure.
I'm gonna alter this question a little bit. All right, Alexis, it's you and Andy, and there's 15 other people in the diner. Okay. 5 old people, 5 people in their 30s like us, and 5 children. Mm-hmm. There. Now you have a number to look at.
There you go.
Okay. No, we can't take them all out. We're dead. They're gonna kill us. Old people have that random old people strength, like old man strength, where suddenly they're like, I'm young again.
Yeah, but
no.
that goes away at a certain age. Like they cross a threshold, and then they're just like a bag of bones.
Again, we're not very specific about the age. We're just saying elderly, and if there's 5 30-year-olds and at 5 elderly senior citizens.
Picture they're so old they have those age spots.
Yeah.
I don't think we're making it out alive. I think we could take out the kids though.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 2 of the elderly people, and then we're left dead after the rest of the mob gets us.
Right. Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of seat we're in. Like if we're in the back, they kind of have to form a line. So we could just take them out one at a time real quick.
I like how you're imagining in this scenario, Andy, that while they're all coming to kill you, they're going to be polite enough not to try to move any tables or go over tables. They're going to have to form a straight line.
Yeah.
And funnel their way to you.
Straight quiet line, everyone. Right down.
Straight quiet line.
Right down the restaurant.
Single file, kids.
Yeah. The heck is going on?
It really is like a school. Single file to get shot.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Guys, ain't that America? You and me. Come on.
I was born in a small town.
Yeah.
I've been something a small town.
Oh.
Something a small town.
Ooh.
Someone answer my question.
What?
Is that the same song?
Yeah.
That's
John Mellencamp.
Oh.
Is that the same song?
He wrote one song.
That's true.
And he just
Little
kept
pink
releasing.
houses bring you.
I didn't know who John Mellencamp was until
I'm sorry, John Cougar Mellencamp.
I didn't know who he was until his daughter was on Real Housewives, and she said who her dad was, and then I looked him up.
Oh shit! Can you take out that shitty scenario that I just put in and replace it with this question?
Yeah, I guess I can.
There we go.
That's 6 minutes gone.
Yeah, I mean it was dog shit.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes. All right, Andy. Hey, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I got one, and I'm prepared this time.
Great.
Hey,
Written
Alexis.
down and everything.
Yeah. Hey, Alexis, what would you say your favorite Real Housewives city is? You know, like the group.
Atlanta.
Hands down. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, let's go top three.
Okay, Atlanta, New York, Orange County, those three.
What about Blue County?
Beverly Hills and Orange County are kind of tied.
Okay.
Yep. I heard what you said, Rob, but I'm not going to acknowledge it.
In a way, she did.
In a way, I did, but that's all I'm giving you. Just staring ominously. Spook.
That's good podcasting, Rob.
I can't talk.
I'm frozen.
Yeah. I really thought you might have been for a second.
So are those all the questions we have for Alexis?
Yep. We each asked 4 questions, and that's it.
Wow, we did it.
Yep. Now, were there trailers before your movie?
You know there was.
Ooh. The first trailer I had was The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I've never seen any of the Hunger Games, so I couldn't care less.
Yeah, me neither. We also didn't get that trailer.
We didn't get that trailer.
Nope.
What the fuck, Rob? What the fuck?
Just mocking you. Oh, I had Trolls Band Together.
We had that.
Did you notice that Justin Timberlake is singing Backstreet Boys music in that movie? Interesting.
What a topsy-turvy world.
Crossover of the cinch, you know?
Yeah.
The cinch.
So
okay.
Are you guys going to see that in theaters, or Andy, are you not allowed to?
That's the second joke you made like that.
That's 2, baby.
Detrimental to me in every way.
Yep.
I will not be there. If you see it in theaters, I will not be there. I'm not.
Honestly, the Trolls movie, they look like I like animation generally, but those are they seem like straight up kids movies.
Yeah, if they don't got tentacles in it, I'm out.
Robbie.
Oh,
I got Gran Turismo.
Same.
yeah, we have that.
The Zoom Zooms. Look, I play video games, and now I drive Zoom Zooms.
Yep.
You know what the premise of Gran Turismo reminds me of? It's like in that what was that dodgeball movie? It's like you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
You can play this video game, you can drive a car.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bro, whatever. Like, can we go?
I had the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, we got that too.
That is loaded with
cast.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito is on call for Disney for all their creepy shit.
Yeah, I mean,
why not?
Great. Yeah.
Daniel DeVitis.
Do you think this will be better than the Eddie Murphy one? Very good.
I never saw it.
That wasn't my question.
Okay.
You have a blind answer.
Okay, yeah, I do.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion.
Fair.
Thank you. I'm gonna
what else was there?
On this podcast with 0 opinions.
A movie that Alexis is going to be their front and center, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Of
My
course.
favorite kind of turtle.
Yeah.
I believe you said sexiest type of turtle.
Nope, you said what's your favorite, and I said roll the tape.
It's time for a Royds review, replay review, brought to you by Proving Women Wrong.
In your opinion, what is the sexiest type of turtle?
The ninja type.
Very good. Very good.
So you heard it here first, folks. Alexis likes teenagers. We will. This airs.
Oh, shit.
I have my questions written down.
Well, speaking of stacked casts, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie is fucking stacked.
Absolutely. John Cena.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Jackie Chan as Splinter.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I'm probably going to see that. That looks a lot of fun.
Same.
Are you just gonna copy me now?
Animation style makes me a little dizzy when I look at it, TBH. But I can
throw up in the theater.
Squaresville.
Okay. All right. I'm already getting attacked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Get used to it.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah.
What else was there?
A movie no one asked for, Wonka.
Yeah.
We didn't get that.
Oh yeah, it looks like shit.
I saw a line, and this girl said Timothy Chalamet doesn't look like Willy Wonka, but he looks like Twinkie Twonka. It's the best. This is the best Vine I ever heard. I said Vine. I mean TikTok. 9:32.
Grandma over here.
Hugh Grant is an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, it looks horrifying.
Yeah, it's really hard to look at.
From what I understand, the director is the director of Paddington and Paddington 2, and those movies are apparently
excellent,
incredible. So, I think we might have to, let him do his thing.
I'm gonna start an underwear company called Paddington, so it makes you look like you have a giant bulge.
Sick.
The padding, get it?
Yeah, no, we got it.
I got it, buddy.
We also had Blue Beetle.
Right.
Oh yeah, Blue Beetle.
That looked good, and then I saw more of it, and I said, "This looks less good."
It looks like it's Blue Beetle. He's doing an Iron Man, and then he's gonna fight a different color Beetle Man, and then roll credits.
They
it's
mentioned the different Beetle in the trailer. I was
they show one.
My extra large slushy. I had no idea what was going on.
He did. He mixed flavors too. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strictly syrup, right?
Yeah, no ice.
And then it was like that Simpsons episode where Bart and Milhouse, Springfield, it's a hell of a town.
You lost me.
You guys don't remember that episode?
No.
The schoolyard's up and the shopping mall's down. All right, well, we're done here. Goodbye.
Okay.
We got to talk about the movie, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So the Barbie movie. Had you guys seen the Barbie movie before?
Not before this time.
So this is your first time for all of us.
Well, since it didn't exist before,
All right, your attitude is not necessary.
When would we see it? No, it was our first time. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. Jesus fucking Christ.
Cut the air with a fucking spork.
Getting very tense here.
Just scooping.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
I loved it.
I had a really, really good time.
Thought it was
I'm
excellent.
going to say something really controversial.
Here he goes.
I quite enjoyed this. I thought this was really fun.
Hey!
Bobby, please, I could hug you. I'm so happy. I thought you were going to be a contrarian just for the sake. Oh, I love this.
I had a really good time with this movie.
Loved it.
Like I said, that 2001 A Space Odyssey opening is incredible.
Yes. This movie is... I'm so surprised. I was saying to Alexis after we saw, I'm so surprised this was made. Like, especially the way it is made. Like, Greta Gerwig was essentially, it looks like she was just given, like, they're like, yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
And, like, because it's a big name. You got huge actors. Like, but they're just doing it. Like, there's really wacky, abstract comedy in it. Like, I love one of my favorite things. Well, number one, I figure we're going to be jumping around. But I'm just setting that precedent right now.
Okay, man.
I figured, I mean, I really liked how Ken was obsessed with horses when it came to the patriarchy.
Yes.
That was fucking hilarious to me.
But and then that line of, once I realized the patriarchy wasn't about horses, I kind of lost interest.
Was so
funny.
That shit was gold. And then when Will Ferrell and all the G-men they get into Barbieland and it's in the middle of the Ken fight.
Okay.
And like toy arrows are going by, and then one guy gets shot for real.
Yeah.
Yes.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
He goes, are there guts here?
There's no explanation. Later he's seen wearing his arm is in a brace. Like that's fucking hilarious.
Because there shouldn't be.
Yeah.
He's running. That was good stuff.
He gets shot for real.
Spoilers for the Barbie movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
If you didn't know, if you clicked on this podcast of the Barbie movie and said,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm hot and fresh," then there's spoilers.
But yeah, this movie was really, really good, and it's not subtle, but I think that's a good thing.
Ooh, see, that was my one like takeaway. That was my one thing is like I didn't like I wanted more show don't tell if I had to have any critique of this movie.
Yeah, they do just put it like right out there for you, but I think it works for this. I think it works.
I like it because most of the time I'm gonna get like feminist for a hot sec, but that's like in the spirit of the movie. But like
Makes sense.
most of the time, like women are expected to beat around the bush about their feelings and we can't be too emotional, and they even speak to that in the movie. And I like that the content of the movie was just straightforward. There was no beating around the bush, and you left that movie knowing exactly what the message was supposed to be. Like there was no question for anyone who viewed it, unless you worked for Fox News, what the message of that movie was supposed to be. So I thought it was perfect.
No, I get that. My thing, it was like anyone who who went to see that movie, like you're not changing anyone's opinion with that.
Totally.
And it's also,
I agree with that. Yeah.
all those lines were stuff that I've just seen in tweets over the last 10 years. You know what I mean? And it was like, show don't tell. Let me see more of Barbie in the real world and struggling to be in the real world.
But like, don't we already see women struggling in the real world all day, every day?
But if you're trying to teach Barbie that lesson, because like the Barbies, they don't have any they have no reference to what they're being told when America Ferrera is yelling at them. In their world, they just lived in this dream world, in this fantasy land. So like when she's going on and on about the struggles of real world women, that shouldn't pop them out of it because they have no relation to that.
They only do because at that point, patriarchy or whatever Ken thought of patriarchy had been brought to Barbieland. So she used feminism to bring them out of the patriarchy mindset.
I guess, but
Before
like
that, I could see, if that hadn't happened, then yeah, I could totally see that. Like, why would they have any context? But
that version of the patriarchy, that's why it was a fantasy land, because it was literally just a reverse thing where everyone was just still happy. Like, there seemed to be nobody unhappy in Barbie Land other than that one Ken. And he was only unhappy on certain days.
Yeah, well, he's a dullard.
Yeah.
As well. Well, I think to speak to that first part you were saying where more Barbie in the real world, I think they're making a point that she's only in the real world for like a day. And she's like, I got to get the fuck out. Like, she immediately, as soon as she walks into the real world, she's like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like, and that makes a lot of sense. And Ken is like, I love this place. And like, even right then and there, I was like, oh, this movie is like just going for it. They're just fucking.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm here for it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Back to what you were saying though, Andy, about like how like artsy the movie is and how you're like kind of shocked it got made. I feel like this is kind of a niche thing, but like the vibe is the same for me as like the art pop Lady Gaga album. Like it's so artsy and like out of the box that you wouldn't expect that would be made, but it's honestly one of my favorite albums. Like I feel like the visual style of the Barbie movie is like surprising, and then the fact that Mattel and like the Barbie overarching like whatever brand allowed them to make the movie with their name and all of that.
Yeah, they splattered Mattel all over the place.
So they like in a way Mattel's like, yep, this is what we stand for, which was kind of cool too.
That
like,
is cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Corporations.
Yeah. Well, did you notice in the background when they were in the Mattel office, like with Will Ferrell in the back, there was a Warner Brothers Discovery building?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and I was like, come on. Like even when at the end of the movie she says "motherfucker," they censor it with the Mattel logo.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, you know what? At least they're not hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, they say it a whole bunch.
Yeah.
It's this is a good movie.
Yeah, with all the feet in this, it had the makings of a Tarantino film until she wasn't executed in the back of that van.
I actually had the same thought. I was like, free feet. Well, not free, you have to pay, but like pretty cheap feet if that's
Yo.
your thing, you know?
Let's talk about the most important part of this movie. How good these women looked. Margot Robbie, ooh,
That's
she's
the
so
most
hot.
important part of this.
Of course.
I mean, hands down, everybody looked fire.
Not everyone.
Everyone looked amazing. Who didn't look great?
There was a pregnant one.
Okay. Get wrecked.
I was saying on the way home, I was like, Ryan the Goose Gosling, I thought at first his body was CGI'd. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then like he was moving and I was like, oh, that's real. Jesus Christ.
You know what the problem with casting Ryan Gosling in this movie is?
That you cum your britches?
Well, yes. He steals the show. Every scene he's in, even when he's next to Margot Robbie, I'm just watching Ryan Gosling because he's excellent.
I enjoyed
They had great
rapport.
chemistry.
Yeah. But
all I'm saying is Gosling is so good in everything he's in, and this is no exception. That like he's a scene stealer.
he was chewing that scenery,
and like he's like overshadowing Barbie at some points.
Chewing the scenery.
Yeah, he's chewing that shit like bubble gum. But
like he gets a whole musical number.
Yeah.
And the choreography.
The choreography in this movie is absolutely nuts. Even when they're running like through the office, like up down the aisles of the cubicles, all of that is choreographed. It was the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. Yeah. And like props to those actors for like learning all that choreography. Like, you know that those aren't like professional dancers, like those actors. So I thought it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I liked some of the like artsier fartsier kind of stuff, like when the FBI called Mattel and like the way they split the screen, it was like mirroring
Andy's never seen split screen before.
Well, the way they split it was like really artsy and fartsy.
Mm-hmm.
And also there were a lot of people from the movie, from the show, Sex Education. Yeah, Sex Education.
Because of Greta Gerwig or whatever.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I liked that the the Barbie and the Ken that were from Sex Education were each other's Barbie and Ken. That made me happy. Like they were paired together. I was like, oh, my friend.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, at the end when they like go to their Kens, you see she's with him.
Yeah.
Hey, rule of threes, guys. Let's get a third arrest.
I don't know what that means.
Barbie and Ken get arrested twice in this movie.
Oh.
And like I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, what are they gonna do for the third? I was like, what? Rule of threes, guys.
I get it.
That's true.
Yeah.
We say it all the time on this podcast.
Yeah, we do, and it has to be said. Also, this might actually be an unpopular opinion, but I think America Ferrara and daughter are the least interesting parts of this movie. I couldn't care less about their relationship.
I think America Ferrara was a very relatable character. I don't know that I needed the mom-daughter relationship thing because not everyone can relate to that. I don't know. I didn't need that.
They set up, they're like, she's going to destroy you. And she says like one mean thing throughout the whole movie. And I was like, all right, that never came back.
That was like I get her having a daughter and having the distance. And that's what made Barbie feel the way she felt because she was getting played with by the mom. Cool. Good catalyst. But when the daughter's like mean and then they go to Barbieland, she's like, I'm cool now.
Thing was with the whole like playing with her, like she wasn't playing with the Barbie, which I thought was weird. She was like just drawing pictures of her, and the pictures she drew of her were what made Barbie change. Like she wasn't actually playing with the Barbie. She was like just manifesting it, like through her emotions.
Yeah, and all the connections from Barbieland to the real world are muddy, but I think. And they even mention it because they're like, what is it a place? Is it a place like in your imagination or is it a real place? And they're like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I like that they were like, shut up with your fucking
it's not
specific
logic.
canon. It's not like that. It's not what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that they addressed that.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys know that the packaging for trans Barbie and the packaging for Black Ken say the same thing?
What do they say?
Now with 40% more bulge.
Very good.
I have no reaction.
I remember the commercials for trans Barbie.
I do not.
Yeah, they were hyped because they're like Dr. Barbie comes with a stethoscope, lawyer Barbie comes with a briefcase, trans Barbie comes with an Adam's apple.
I should have just not said anything so that you didn't continue. That was on me. I should have known.
Did they actually make a trans Barbie?
No.
Oh,
I mean, there's one in this movie.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it.
You know what does suck? Since we've seen this movie, we're all now Chinese nationalists.
Why is that?
Because of that map that was in the movie for like 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
What?
Oh my God. I now just worship Winnie the Pooh.
I don't know what
I'm
you
lost
guys
on
are
that.
talking about.
Read the news.
I can't read, Robbie.
I'm getting my master's. I don't have time for the news.
Ted Cruz. Okay, so the map that's in the movie, the children's map, apparently is like some specific map that's Ted Cruz is going on and on about being Chinese propaganda.
Okay, I saw a headline that said, literally the headline was, Ted Cruz is really, really mad about the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
And I chose not to move forward with that at all. So,
Big Bird, Barbie. Next thing you know, that Canadian's going to come after baseball.
Got him.
nice.
Get it? Because he's a goddamn Canuck.
That's the least bad thing about that man.
I disagree. If you ain't American.
Uh-oh.
You know why Ken makes a lot of sense in this movie?
Because he's stupid and all men are stupid.
Well, most people, yes, he's stupid, and most people who use the word patriarchy are stupid.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Don't you ever interrupt my jokes again.
Yeah,
you come on my show.
Rob, I gotta be honest, it's hard to know sometimes when they're over. Sometimes they're a little long.
You're getting roasty and toasty on the Royds review podcast.
They have multiple parts sometimes. I don't know when the last part has arrived.
Okay. Hey, so no one was questioning that grown man dressed as a cowboy at the middle school library?
Yeah, he just walked in and got everything he needed and walked out.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a bad scene because, listen, out of every double standard in the world, the absolute one that goes against men is like, in that situation, a woman does that a lot easier than a man does.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have let a grown man in a cowboy costume approach me and have a conversation with me.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would have grabbed my kid and been like, we gotta find whoever's in charge.
Yeah.
Something's
But what
amiss.
if it was the goose?
I mean, if it's actually Ryan Gosling, I'm presenting.
Oh my
Oh
God.
boy.
You gotta sexually assault Ryan Gosling.
No, that's not assault. All I would do is bend over in front of him and say, it's on you, whatever you want to do.
Okay, are you dropping trow or
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he would have to drop trow for me.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, at least you're waiting to.
Yeah. No, he would have full option to do this.
Very
Okay.
cool.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Want to hear a controversial take on something? Ryan Gosling doesn't do it for me.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he's that attractive. I don't really get it.
Okay. It's always great seeing Rhea Perlman.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that scene at the end, I was going, let's go, guys. I gotta pee.
Oh no, I was hysterically crying.
Yeah, she was bawling. Your girl was bawling.
Oh.
I was
Bowling.
Yeah, she was like shooting hoops. I was like, can you stop?
I brought my own basketball hoop.
Yeah. I was like, why'd you bring this? You're like, you'll see. You'll see.
No, I thought that scene was beautiful and necessary and one of the best parts of that movie. And Margot Robbie is a global treasure, and I love her.
And she's hot.
Yeah,
Here
he goes.
But you know what the problem is?
What?
She's the whole movie. She's going, "Oi, you can't, bloody cat,
Good eye.
I'm fucking Australian Barbie."
Not once did she say he thinks I'm the funniest he's ever seen in the bush.
I don't think Margot Robbie has a bush.
Probably right. I mean, Barbie's pretty bare.
Okay, great scene is we don't have any genitals.
Yeah.
I also really, really liked how it ended. How she's like hyping herself up. Everybody's supporting her. She walks into the office and she's like, "I'm here to see my gynecologist." Roll credits.
I love that. That was really smart because you knew people were going, "Wait, how is she getting a job?"
Nope, she's seeing a gynecologist.
Also,
I thought she was going to like start school or something.
Yeah.
And she was going to get a pap. I was like, okay.
She's finally, because she has genitals now. She's like, what the hell is this?
So I do have a quick question. Very
nice.
Does she gain genitals at the end of the movie? Like, does she sprout a vulva and shit at the end?
I mean,
assuming.
that's the assumption because she goes to the gynecologist.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is, did they not sprout them the first time they went to the real world?
No, because they're still Barbie.
They were Barbies in the real world. They weren't human.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was confusing me for like a second.
Rob, real quick.
I did think, wait, speaking of like being Barbies in the real world, I did think it was strange though that she drank the tea. Because if she's a Barbie, how did she drink something at that point? She wasn't human yet. So like when she's in the conference room, she like pours the water on her face and she's like, not used to something being in there. But then when she's sitting with Ruth in her kitchen, she like drinks the actual tea, like takes a sip of it. And that to me was kind of wrong. That felt wrong.
Alexis just poking holes in the Swiss cheese.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
Rob, real quick.
Yeah.
You are pitch black. I cannot see you at all.
You haven't unlocked my character yet.
Oh shit.
Hold on, let me turn the light on in here. It's just really hot, so I had the light off, but now it's getting dark. So hang on one second.
Okay.
You know what I do like in this movie? Okay, so people get all pissy. It's feminist. Boo 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 boo. They scat.
Yeah.
But there is that undertone in this movie that, like, remember the idea that like if women ran the entire world, it would be this utopia is also a fantasy. And like the movie has that undertone. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the movie spends a lot of time like picking on guys, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But then like at the end, Ken's lesson, like she's like, you don't have to fit a mold. Like you don't have to be this macho man. You don't have to do what society's telling you to do. You don't have to be a shithead like society's telling you to be. Break free from that and do your own thing.
Well, I like that message because like she was like, you don't have to be like me. Like, and I like that message for men also because like men are not their women.
Right.
Like how many guys do you know they start dating a woman and their personality just becomes that woman? All their political opinions become that, you know, her political opinions.
I gotta be honest, I don't know that many guys that's happened to. But I agree that I think that that's a good message that neither a man or a woman need to become their partner. Like each of you need to be your own individual person. Like it's that whole like to become one thing. It's like, no, that was a Spice Girls reference. Anybody who likes Barbie is going to know Spice Girls, just FYI. So it's like that whole thing, like we're each other's better halves. Like I don't like necessarily subscribe to that. It's like we're each our own individual with our own like personalities and opinions. So I like that was the message as well. And I also think that like the true message of feminism, in my opinion, is equity, equality, like not hating men. It's just why like we want the same things that men have. Like there shouldn't be that gap. And I think that message came across well in this movie. The real spirit of
but who cares? It's a movie.
I thought that's like kind of what we were talking about, but like I guess not.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, here I go. Bye.
yeah, I liked that at the end, like I said, they gave Ken a lesson, like, and they're like, by the way, also men, you don't have to fucking be like the shithead that society kind of pushes you to be a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like that message has also been like, yeah, we've been told that. Like 21 Jump Street did that really well.
I just
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
And that was 10 years ago.
I think it's
Messages
just
overlap
reiterating
throughout.
toxic masculinity, and honestly, these are the types of messages that kind of need to be reiterated. So I don't like hate that they are when they're done well.
I
Yeah.
guess. I think it was it was a good movie. I thought it was message they could have show not tell because they just yell it at you at the end. And I was like,
A little
relax.
heavy-handed for Robbie.
And I was like, relax. I was watching the rest of the movie, guys. I was watching it. I've seen the tweets over the last 10 years. I get it, guys.
Well, I also think that might have been deliberate because they know that Barbie's a huge name and a lot of people are going to come out and see this. And a lot of people don't want to go see a movie and leave like, I don't get it, you know? So they kind of maybe dumbed it down.
Well, if you're going to make a movie for women, you have to dumb it down.
Oh, here he goes.
I'm so close to New York. I've been on my way this whole time.
She's going like 180 miles an
You're
hour.
dead, Rob.
So I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I would definitely see it again. It didn't. How long was this movie?
Hour 52 or something like that. It was less than 2 hours.
Felt like
Yeah,
an hour and 10 minutes. Felt breezy as fuck.
Oh yeah, it didn't really drag.
Yeah, great pacing, everything.
Can I just mention one scene that really hit me in the heartstrings? So
no.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sick. Let's silence women again.
That's the point. Didn't you watch the fucking movie about how awesome the real world is?
Gonna kill you.
That's another problem is how many dudes could leave this movie going, yo, the real world is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because they don't really do anything to dispel the fact that it's not.
Yeah. You have to have like half a brain to get that it's satire.
Because it's like, if it was that easy to take over Barbieland, obviously the real world was going to be easier.
Yeah. But the scene that like really I thought was so sweet was when she was sitting on that bench talking to that old woman, and she was like, "You're beautiful," and the old woman was like, "Yeah, I fucking know." Like essentially, like obviously I'm beautiful, and I think that like especially my generation, like right now. I think like we especially need that right now, so it was kind of nice. I don't know.
But we could have seen those titties, right?
I mean, sure.
Like if you're gonna say, I know I'm beautiful, let's see those tatas.
I mean, I don't think that was like a given, but like I would have been down to see them if she wanted to.
Come on, Grandma, let's go.
Yeah. So I really liked that scene. That made me cry. When else did I cry? Like pretty much almost the whole movie. If I wasn't laughing, I was crying.
Okay.
But I'm also, side note, on my period. Like I couldn't be more woman than I am right now, baby. But
that's censored. That's disgusting.
My uterus is leaking.
Oh my Lord.
So
the only time I cried is when we were leaving the theater and I ran over that 8-year-old.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Robbie.
Rob is wanted for a hit and run.
Yeah, jeez, crawdad.
Well, I'm calling the police.
All right. So I mentioned the best part of the movie is how good everyone looks.
You did mention that.
Margot Robbie's feet and legs, let's go. But the actual best part of the movie is the set design.
Yes.
Barbieland looks incredible.
Yes.
And the trip to and from Barbieland is a chef's kiss.
Yes.
The transitions in and out of Barbieland are some of the coolest things I've ever seen in a movie ever.
Even when they get to the real world and they're like in that corporate office and they do the chase scene, all that shit looks great too.
Yeah.
Like when she goes into that endless hallway.
Yeah.
It's like very Matrix. And I was like, I'm into this. This is very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I love how when they're in the real world going towards Barbieland, it's almost like a stage and you see all the parts almost coming
like
into
they wheel
focus.
in.
Yeah, it's really cool. And
Yeah.
I died laughing at like the 9-man bicycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, it's a beautiful landscape.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
This
thought Will
is a-
Ferrell was like great. Usually I think it's impressive when you're used to being like the leading role. Like he's usually a big, loud, like leading
Idiot.
role, and
Yeah.
he like played a background role very well in this movie, I think. Like great supportive role, in my opinion.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
I
Like
totally
a fine
agree.
wine that man's acting.
Yep.
I agree, like a turtle, like as if I were a turtle. If like how a turtle would agree, that's how I'm agreeing.
Thanks for sharing.
All right.
Yeah.
I wrote a song.
You did?
Yo,
We
so did
didn't.
we.
Oh, whoops, we did.
Did you guys have anything else to say? I was just ending that turtle rant by Andy. We've had enough turtle talk today.
Turtle talk. You should make that a bit like a segment.
A weekly weekly segment, turtle talk.
Yeah, and it's
We'll
just you guys going, oh. Back and-
All right. I wrote a song, guys.
Turtles on. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's
also-
flip that pick.
All right.
Flip that pick.
Do you guys want heads or tails?
Tails, baby.
Oh, I guess I don't get to choose.
Nah.
Well, I was hoping you guys would like confer with each other.
No,
And then-
I run this show.
You
I'm
should. You're a
picking,
man.
I'm picking heads because I want to be different from what he said.
All right. Well, it's tails. So, do you guys want heads or
I
tails?
win. You go first,
Okay.
Robbie.
All right. My song's called Barbieland.
I'm a Barbie land in
That's
a
it.
Barbie land. A
Check out
Barbie-
my mountains. I squirt like a fountain.
Oh God.
All right. Well, say
Hit
your
play.
song, Robbie.
Hit play. Yeah.
Going out to the beach to spend another day, supporting all my friends on their escapades. Some are going into space, some are driving cars, some are presidents, some are stitching up scars. It's a great day in Barbieland. It's all perfect in Barbieland. Have you ever thought about death? Lingered on your last breath? Have you ever wondered what's real, other than your sex appeal? Venture out to go and see the real world, get to see how they treat our little girls. Are they treated like queens? Are they treated like gold? Are they treated with respect as they get old? I wanna go back to Barbieland. Everything was perfect in Barbieland. Have you ever thought about death? Lingered on your last breath? Have you ever wondered what's real, other than your sex appeal? It's Bobby and Ken and again, hanging out with all the friends, some of which were overused, others just discontinued. I said Nick were right, Barbies are baddies. They got rid of the sugar daddies, stuck on you like a shredded leech. You need her attention at the beach. Slide on your house, that's pretty sick. Are you telling me Ken has no dick? Like a woman going to a gyno, pretty soon you'll be a wino. Making movies and you can't lose when you're pissing off Ted Cruz.
That's my song called Barbieland.
Loved it.
Thank you.
Rockin', bruh.
Rock and roll.
You touched on a couple of parts in the movie that I forgot I thought were so funny. One of which was when Ken was like saying his occupation was beach.
Yes.
Yeah. That shit's
That
gold.
is so funny. He's like, I can't even beach here. And
Yeah.
like, storms off the beach.
He goes to apply for a job as beach. He goes, oh, I can't go over there.
Yeah.
I can stand here.
Yeah, but then he was like, nobody's getting hurt on the beach. And like over here, he's like, yeah, well, I'm also not qualified to help them if they get hurt here.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That was so funny.
Yeah, gold.
That's my song.
I thought it was
All right.
great, Rob.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
Our song, we wrote together. This is the first song we've written together in.
I don't know, 5 years.
That's it. I would say 5 years. Damn.
Yeah.
Feels like an eternity ago.
I mean, 5 years is a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's very different from yours for sure.
Yeah, totally different vibe. And I actually said that I think the vibe of a song, this is like no shade. I just thought that the vibe of the song produced by a man would be very different from the vibe of a song made by partially by a woman. Like I had a feeling they would be very different.
I was just going for a Barbie girl vibe.
Yeah, and I totally get that.
I did my music before seeing the movie.
Well, that makes sense. It was very Barbie.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah,
the music was fully recorded before I even saw the movie.
Okay. Well, I liked it, but our vibe is a little bit darker. I think the overall vibe of the movie for me was like yassified depression. It was just like, this is sad slay. So,
It was millennial humor all the way.
Yeah, it was just like, we're sad about this, but everything was really pretty and fun too. So that I took like a lot of the reality of it like out of it.
Yeah, I played a couple of different things on guitar for Alexis to because I was like, you do the lyrics and melody and all that, I'll do the music. So I played a couple of different things.
Yeah.
And first I was going kind of like disco. She was like, no, and I was like, all right. And we landed on this, and it's pretty just play it.
Yeah.
Dress me up pretty so I can fit in, but just know exactly as we are.
That was the song.
I like
Yeah.
it. It has a Cranberries vibe to it.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So I don't like that you're appropriating Irish culture that much.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I know that. I know I shouldn't have done that.
I don't know if we even said the title of the song.
You did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, you said it was called Propagander and Pander.
Nope.
Called Weird,
Dark
was
and
it?
crazy.
Weird, Dark and Crazy.
That was one of my one of the lines that stood out to me during the movie. I like typed it into my notes.
That's like what a lot of women seek in their males. Weird, dark, and crazy.
Nope.
Instead of tall, dark, and handsome. You understand?
Yeah, but you're wrong.
Yeah, but I'm silly.
You're silly. Yeah, I don't know. That line stood out to me in the movie, so then I kind of like built all my lyrics around it.
Cool.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks, Andy, for letting me write that song with you.
Yeah, I had a blast. Honestly, I love. I love doing this every week, but it's cool to like share it. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, are you guys gonna see Oppenheimer?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Same. Tuesday.
Nice.
His father left us on Tuesday.
His father left us on Tuesday.
And then next week we're gonna do The Sound of Freedom.
What's that?
It's supposed to be really good, actually.
Yeah, no, it looks fucking great.
QAnon, baby.
Uh-oh. I'm going to...
That's what The Sound of Freedom is. It's a QAnon movie.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
It's supposed to still be good. Because they're
Really?
like hunting pedophiles. So, Andy, you might be in the movie.
Third
Yeah.
pedophile joke of the day.
There we go.
Well, what do we always say? What do
Rule of
I know that
threes.
Greta
Rule of
Gerwig
threes.
doesn't?
Rule of threes.
There we go. Alexa said it. I'm better than Greta Gerwig.
You heard it here first, folks.
Well, Robbie, what do we got going on next week?
That is such a good question, Andy.
Isn't it just?
Oh my! I heard that question come out of your mouth, and as you said it, I was like, "Wow, such a question has never been asked so eloquently with such class."
That's a guy
And
who
I am
doesn't
so
know.
shut up. I'm so satisfied as it entered my ear and really started throbbing and pulsating in and out of my ear hole, and it filled my ear with your word goo. And next week we're doing goo 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 Batman 89.
Hey.
Nice.
All right. Well,
I was ready for that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't see you frantically pulling it up in the reflection of your glasses.
I don't wear glasses. I don't wear glasses because I'm not a loser.
Oh. Yeah, me either.
I wear glasses.
Yeah.
Speaking of losers, that's another point that this movie made that I liked. Like, if you're a white male who makes under 100,000, you're a loser.
When was that stated in the
When-
movie?
That's just a thing I like to say. I like to say that a lot.
Okay.
If you're a male who
I
makes
feel-
under 100,000, you're a loser.
This is very much a movie that, like, if you walk out of it and you're like, I'm offended. You're the fucking problem.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
You know?
Listen, it's one of those things. If you don't think male privilege exists, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, you're a fucking duty head.
You want the proof that white male privilege exists? The worst part about being a white male is having to take blame for your problems.
Yeah, accountability. Ouch.
Yeah. That's literally the worst
Ow.
part. Like, you can't blame anyone else for your failures. There's no
No.
mysterious thing holding you back.
Yeah.
No?
I'm not wrong.
Mm-mm.
All right, that
Wow.
bit didn't go as I planned, so I'm gonna cut that out. I thought that would get laughter.
I mean,
Sorry.
we're just egregious. We're
Yeah.
egregious.
But if you're a white male who doesn't make enough money, you're the real problem in society.
Mhm.
Rich
I don't
white
know,
men,
man.
they're the good guys.
No.
Okay, well,
It's the poor white guys, they're the problems.
you were
No.
onto something.
And remember, if you make less than 100 grand and you're white,
No.
Okay.
My name is Alexis, and I do not support this message.
My name is Andy.
And he does support this message.
No, I'm just letting you know. My name is Andy.
Oh. You know, if you Google how to tie a noose, the first thing that comes up is the suicide hotline.
Makes sense.
That's probably good. You know what I've been saying a lot when instead of saying I'm gonna kill myself like I usually do, I've been saying I'm gonna rip a suey.
Nice.
Rip a suey.
Yeah, I like it. Real quick, I'm gonna rip this suey.
But I then added into Google, I said, no, not for suicide. I'm a racist.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Batman 89 next week. Wait, shouldn't we tell the people some things?
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Like
All
where
right.
they can find you, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
social media at the Royds Band.
On everything.
Yeah, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Carrier Pigeon.
Yep.
Send us an
MySpace.
email, roydsreview@gmail.com.
Jamail.
All right. For music, you go to Spotify, you go to Apple Music, you go to Deezer, and you can type in the Royds, that's ROYDS, and you will find 2 albums and a Christmas song. But if you're looking for podcast songs, you go to theroids.bandcamp.com, and you will see the plethora of songs that Robbie and I, have created just for you. And
Will this song go up there?
sure does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And,
After I delete all the files from both my computer and yours.
Okay.
Why?
I'm a jerkus. I'm a jerkus, and this is my circus.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's time to really wrap this one up. Robbie's
And-
rhyming.
And what sucks is we have another podcast to record after
We
this.
sure does. And it's a very tonally different movie.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Taxi Driver. That's not what's next week. I can see how this could be confusing.
Yeah, now the whole world is confused.
The whole earth.
Andy's gas lamping the world.
Well, all right. Next week is Batman 89. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing.
I thought you were giving a
Thank you
thumbs up.
I'm doing a count here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for telling your friends. And
thank you to that guy who made that
YouTube.
YouTube comment. That actually made my day.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Comment.
He said, hey, you guys are awesome. Love the grind. I wish me and my friends, stuff like that. It was just nice things.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I said, I don't grind my teeth. I'm very good about that.
very good. Very, very, very good.
All right.
But we blow every single one of you kisses.
Oh, I'm so glad he said kisses.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
forgetting
for
to say
thank you
away.
to Nate for being here. No, I
Thank you to thank you to Alexis, my wonderful wife, for being here.
Oh,
And you know what?
it was a
Thank you
pleasure.
to us for allowing a woman in a man's space talking on a podcast about films.
I gotta go. I wish I never showed up.
Understandable. All right. We'll see you next week for Batman 89.
Goo 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 goo.
See you on the flippity flip.
That's your sign off.
Do you have anything you want to promote?
No, I do nothing.
Okay.
It's not like your husband has a podcast. Maybe
We're
promote that.
we're on it.
Andy.
We want to promote the podcast on the podcast.
Andy.
Oh shit.
I guess the only thing I'd like to promote is positivity.
All right. Goodbye.
All right, you heard that. HIV positivity. All right, bye everybody.
Oh my God, Bob.